Before you even pick up a camera, it's best to do a little planning. Many times when students are assigned a video project, they immediately start filming without planning. They end up shooting unnecessary footage or not shooting the footage they really need. Now, I recognize that planning the content of your video will be different from project to project based on the needs or requirements of the assignment. However, when it comes to planning how to film, these suggestions remain useful regardless of the content. When planning to film your video project, think about the questions who, what, when, where, and how. Let me explain what I mean by these questions. When you start with the question of who, ask yourself who's working on the project, who will play what role in the project, and who's your audience. What is the theme of the video? What equipment will you need? What's the audience's knowledge of the subject? And what clothing is appropriate to wear during the filming? When is the project due? Where will you shoot the video? And how will you know what to film? For example, you've been given a group assignment of creating a demonstration video that helps teach kindergarten students how to tie their shoes. Let's work through these 5 questions with this example in mind. Who? Working on this project will be an assigned group of 3 students in your class. The 3 of you will meet to decide what needs to be done and who's going to do what. The audience will be young children, so when filming, words need to be spoken slowly, clearly, and in terms a young child would understand. What? Obviously, you'll need a video camera. Along with that, it'd be nice to have a microphone and a table. A microphone connected to the video camera will pick up the best audio so the speaker can be clearly understood. A table would provide the best surface for the demonstration. First, it brings the demonstration to an adequate height for filming. Second, it provides steady support. Students, faculty, and staff have access to video cameras and microphones through the Gregg Technology Center, also known as the GTC. We'll take a trip down to the GTC a little later in this video series. The overall theme is demonstrating how to tie a shoe. Your audience is young children with little knowledge of the subject. Generally speaking, you never want to wear clothing that could be offensive to your audience. Your clothing should not be the focus of the video, so you may want to stay away from overly flashy or busy clothing that could distract the viewers. When? The project is due in 8 weeks. This may sound like plenty of time, but think about the number of schedules you'll be trying to coordinate, the availability of the location you want to shoot in, and the equipment you'll need to check out. Coordinating multiple schedules and working with a deadline all takes time. Where? Since the audience is young children, it would be best to film in child-friendly environments, free from distractions, such as a quiet room in the library or the lobby in one of the dorm halls. How? The best way to know what will be in your video is to plan for it. There is a concept in video production called storyboarding. Storyboarding is the process of developing a textual or visual representation of your video. Let me show you 3 examples. First, there's a method that involves organizing your topics on Post-it notes. This method is a good way to kick off storyboarding because multiple people can discuss topics and then rearrange them into the order of how they should flow in the video. Next, there is a basic text outline, which is a list of main topics followed by supporting ideas. Finally, there could be a visual drawing of each scene like this, which helps you plan your shots prior to filming. Storyboarding is helpful in that it allows you to plan your video more effectively by allowing you to know your shots before you ever even pick up the camera. This prevents wasting time when you go to film your shots and when you edit your footage because you won't have to weed through a bunch of unusable shots. Something that goes hand in hand with storyboarding is scripting. Scripting your shots ensures you get your points across, reduces anxiety of the narrator, and also reduces the number of retakes. Many people don't think planning their video is important and end up spending little to no time doing so. In reality, you should spend more time planning for the video than actually shooting the video. You may have heard of the old saying, measure twice, cut once. The same concept applies in video production. Plan for your shots twice the amount of time you actually spend shooting them.